long time no see. Today is Friday, August 28th, I believe, and today is my first day off in a little while, so I decided to film a weekend reading vlog for you guys. It's supposed to be stormy, it's supposed to be rainy. I'm gonna be filming for the first time in weeks, and I just wanted to take you guys with me. I'm hopefully gonna start a new book and get some good reading done. I have lots of plans. But for now, I just have a few things that I wanted to show you. So first off, I did a little bit of reorganizing a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't film it, which was a silly thing to do. I moved all of my classics and textbooks and nonfiction onto this shelf because it's closer to my desk and easier for me to access. So going from the top here, I've got a lot of like mismatched and like different books up here. So like I've got my ancient like medieval stuff over here, some 18th and 19th century, all the way up to even some modern fiction books. On the second shelf here, I've got all of my children's lit anthologies and all my Jane Austen books. Here I've got like my special collections that I've been or editions I've been collecting. So I've got my Modern Library Shakespeare editions. Those are the Wordsworth editions. I've got my Oxford Classics editions and my Penguin Classics editions all the way over here. And then in the middle, I've got poetry and yeah, poetry. Very bottom, I have got textbooks, nonfiction, nonfiction, nonfiction. Yeah, just all of my nonfiction are here. And then at the bottom, I've got like my larger nonfiction. So those are my Treasures of the World books from Reader's Digest that I got from my grandmother, Jean's Greek Myth books, which is amazing, and my fairy handbook that Tyler got me forever ago. And then just on the side, I've got some school stuff, so some binders that I kept readings in. Those like spiral books are all readings that were like compiled for our one class. So like it was for my early modern metaphor class, so like it was a lot of scans of like emblem books and early modern texts that we just didn't have one anthology that had all of them in, so my prof just went and made these editions, which is nice. And then at the bottom, that's my like unhaul pile. I don't know what to do with it yet. I also did some rearranging here, so I just kind of like fixed up some of my shelves a bit. So like I put all of my Harry Potter over there. All my rest of my middle grade is up here. This shelf and this shelf and this shelf are all my fantasy standalones and or like first books in a series where I don't have the rest. At the bottom here are some series that I've started, and then more series, Sarah Maas, more series, and more series. Sorry for all the noise. It's really hot in my apartment right now. It's really humid and my street is kind of busy, so like I have the window open, but like I'd die if it had it shut, so I apologize. Anyway, this morning I'm just doing some application stuff and like admin, boring, laundry, all that kind of stuff, cleaning the house. So I'm going to continue doing that for a little bit, and then I'm going to film my September plan with me. Once I'm done filming, I'm gonna edit and then spend the rest of the evening reading. I'm very excited. I actually just got a package in, so I figured I'd actually unbox it for you now. That might be a good thing to do. So this is a package from Indigo. I made an order on Wednesday. One of these books is for a friend at work. So I'll just show you the two that I got for myself. One of them I used my plum points, and the other one is a pre-order that came in. So the first book that's right on top is my pre-order, and I'm so excited about this. This is When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. I am just in the middle of Duke by Default by Alyssa Cole, which is like her Reluctant Royal series. Romance, amazing. But this is actually a thriller that I'm really excited about. The blurb says it's Rear Window meets Get Out in this gripping thriller from a critically acclaimed and New York Times notable author, in which gentrification of a Brooklyn neighborhood takes on a sinister new meaning. So I'm very excited about this. I've heard a lot of really good hype, and I love Alyssa Cole's writing, so this is perfect for this time of year as it's getting cooler. It's perfect thriller weather, so I'm excited that this came in. And then this is the book I'm most excited about. This is the one that I made the order for, and I cannot wait. This is Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. This is a 1950s set Gothic horror thriller novel. This takes place in 1950s Mexico, and it tells the story of Noemi, who got a frantic letter from her cousin who has just remarried. She's married a very wealthy Englishman and lives in this big mansion type thing in Mexico. And this tells the story of Noemi as she gets this frantic letter from her cousin, basically asking her to save her from her new husband. So she goes to see her cousin, and gothic things ensue. I'm very excited about this. I've heard really good things about it, especially from Kay. I just can't wait to read it. I'm hoping to read this weekend. I'm trying to finish off The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware, and then I want to get started on this right away. I'm very excited. So it's about 4 o'clock right now, and I just finished editing and uploading my new video. This is my September plan with me. I will leave a link to it up here somewhere and in the description. Worked really hard on it. I used my my new iPad and Procreate to write the title and make the thumbnail, and I'm obsessed. I'm really happy with it, so I hope you guys like it as well. So that was my biggest task for today. I'm halfway through laundry now as well, and I think I'm gonna I'm gonna eat some lunch, and then I'm gonna take a look at my work in progress, and once I'm done with that, I'm gonna sit down and read. So I haven't really updated you in a while, actually. Today is Friday, September 4th, and I didn't really finish my vlog last weekend, so I'm going to include the footage in this one. You will have just seen it. But yeah, it was a bit of a busy weekend, or I didn't really do a whole lot much else, but I didn't really feel like filming, so I stopped. Started up again today because this weekend is going to be really fun. And as you saw from the last clip, I started reading When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole, and oh my god, you guys, this book was so damn good. I finished it. I started it in the bath this morning, and 3 hours later I was done. I could not stop reading. I am obsessed. This is the first Alyssa Cole book that I finished. I'm currently like ebook slowly reading a Duke by Default, but holy hell, this book was good. So this book tells the story of Sydney, who lives in a smaller neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York, and it is very quickly becoming gentrified, and it is a thriller about how that gentrification can go very wrong and become very sinister very quickly. In a few of its blurbs, it's been compared to Get Out and Rear Window, which is terrifying but so accurate. This book was so creepy and so good. I'm obsessed. I like texted Zoe right away after I finished it, being like, holy fuck, it's so good. I'm literally raving. It's probably the best thriller I've read in years. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was incredible. The main character Sydney was awesome. I'm in love with her. She takes nobody's shit, and she just is so overwhelmed by personal things, and then as well as watching her neighborhood slip between her fingers and seeing everybody that she grew up with leaving and being forced out and going missing, and watching her neighborhood fall apart, really, in lieu of things like Starbucks, which makes me sad that I'm holding this right now. But like things like that, like the toll that gentrification takes on such small neighborhoods, like up and coming neighborhoods. Like, I thought these neighborhoods were fine before you came in and ruined it, but this book was phenomenal. Everybody should read it. It was so good. If you're into thrillers, or if you're into things like gentrification and wanting to learn more about it or learn about its effects, if you're interested in scary books, creepy books, read this book. Incredible. That is all. No, that's actually not all. Today I got up early. I got up at like 8:30 on my own, but it's probably because I've been waking up at 4 to go to work every day, so this was like a sleep in. I just had breakfast with Tyler, and then he went to bed. I had my bath. I read a book. And I went and got myself a Starbucks and just had to go and drive around and think after finishing that book because I was completely mind blown. And I came home and I filmed a bit. I filmed a tag video, and then I also filmed a like fall reads video. It's kind of like my fall TBR. I'll leave both of them linked up above or in the description when they come out. I don't know if one of them will be out before this vlog finishes, but we'll see. Tomorrow is actually my 2-year anniversary on BookTube, which is really cool. So the video that I just filmed was the It's Finally Fall tag, which was the first video I ever did on my channel 2 years ago tomorrow. So I'm gonna put it up tomorrow on the anniversary. And it's very weird to think about that it's been 2 years since I started this channel. I graduated from 2 schools since then, and it's been a bit of a time. I've moved out since then. It's a weird feeling, very weird feeling, but I'm very excited about what's coming up. I'm excited about the friends that I've made and the amazing books that I found and the amazing people that I've met. And yeah, I'm very grateful for it, and it's been a really great time. I've been really enjoying myself. I'm excited to really put my whole heart into BookTube the next year, now that I'm not in school, at least until hopefully I get into my PhD. But yeah, anyway, that's enough mushy stuff. I'm gonna sit and edit these videos, and then I think I'm going to start reading Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia, because I've heard amazing things about this as well, and I just got it in the mail the other day, so I'm pumped to start reading it. I will let you know when that happens. Hello everybody, today is Sunday, September 6th. I didn't update really much yesterday. I just showed you that I started reading Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia, and I wanted to say today that I actually finished this morning. So amazing, such a great read. It was very eerie, very creepy. I will say that there should be a content warning for sexual assault that I will give out for this, but otherwise, if you're not into like eerie gothic horror type novels, and maybe it's not for you, but I loved it. It was very creepy and such a good story. I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely adored it. Other than that, today Tyler and I went to the bookstore, which was really cool, so I'll show you a few little clips before this. It's really nice being in the bookstore again. I absolutely love it. And I bought some more books, so I figured I'd show you. So first I picked up The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I just finished The Death of Mrs. Westaway, and I've heard really good things about this one as well. All I know is that it's like a thriller about a nanny, and that's pretty much all I know. But I've seen Lexi over at Alexandra Roseland talked about this, and a few other people I know have read this, and I really enjoyed The Death of Mrs. Westaway, so I really want to read more Ruth Ware. Then I picked up 2 books in a series, one of which I've read already, and that is Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. I read this before it came out was it last year or the year before? I think it was 2018, but I adored it. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, I think. But I had never actually gotten myself a copy of it, so I read this, and then I got Ruthless Gods sequel. I need to read this soon, and then Blessed Monster comes out this year, I believe, or early next year, I'm not sure. But it comes out soon. But I picked these up. How beautiful are these vines, by the way? They're gorgeous. And I think it's just gonna be another great fall read because it's really creepy again and atmospheric, and very excited. Next I picked up another thriller, and this is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. This again I've heard is another great like Agatha Christie whodunit type novel. This one I think the main character so a character dies, and then they're stuck in like a Groundhog Day loop, somebody who wants to figure out what happened. So it's like they keep dying over and over and over again until they can figure out what happened. But I just finished The Death of Mrs. Westaway, like I said, and Mexican Gothic, so I wanted more thrillers, and I've heard really good things about this one as well. So I'm excited. This might be my next read. Then I picked up a new release, and that is Ray Bear by Jordan Ifugo. And I'm like so excited about this. I've heard really good things about it, again from Kayla. Like, how many times can I mention Kayla in my videos lately? I don't even think she knows that I got this yet, but I'm very excited. It is a fantasy, and it's got a competition, and it's got royalty and like mythology, and again, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I'm so excited. And how gorgeous is this cover, by the way? So freaking pretty. And I picked up an older release. I picked up The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chaudhry. This book I have been meaning to read for a long time, but I finally got my hands on it today. This is a story set in, I think, Paris. Yes, in the 1800s, late 1800s, and it's like a heist found family type novel that, again, I've heard fantastic things about, so I'm very excited. And then finally, the book that I went to the bookstore to get, Queen of Bolts by Amanda Foody. I'm so excited about this. This is the third and final novel in the Shadow Game series, which was Ace of Shades and King of Fools, and now this is Queen of Bolts. Hopefully Kayla and I are going to be buddy reading this soon, and I'm so excited, and I don't know if I'm ready for it. Yeah, these are the books I ended up buying, and I'm very excited to get started reading them. Today's been a very anxiety-ridden day. I woke up really early because I fell asleep at like 7 o'clock last night. I just passed out. I worked yesterday morning, so I was really tired. But I stayed in bed until I finished Mexican Gothic, and then we left to go to the bookstore. And just, there were really crappy drivers on the highway, and just, it's a very anxiety-ridden trip. So I just put some laundry in. I'm gonna make myself some pasta for lunch this week at work. I'm only in for 4 days because of the long weekend, so that's exciting. And hopefully I'm gonna be able to start my next book and read and chill and catch up on YouTube, because I need to do that as well. And just kind of relax for the rest of the day. That is my goal. Yeah. I went to go get Starbucks, but the lineup was like outside the parking lot, so that also didn't help with my anxiety, but it's fine. I'll be fine. Just need to chill. Today is Monday, September 7th. It's Labor Day in Canada, and I work today, so you know, love that. I didn't really do a whole lot of reading yesterday. I started, after Mexican Gothic, I started reading The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton, and so far so good. I'm about 30 pages in. I didn't really read a ton yesterday. I forgot to get footage of me reading in the bath, but that's fine. I took it to work today, but I didn't really do any reading. I went for coffee instead on my break, so, and then I napped after I came home, so hopefully I'll be able to make through this week. If not, I'll finish it by the weekend. But I wanted to come on here and end this vlog. If you guys enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, and please let me know down in the comments below what you've been reading this week and what you're excited about for the fall season, or if you've bought any new books, anything like that. If you're new here, please subscribe. I put out new bookish and writing videos every week, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye-bye.